It's common for kids to lack motivation in school. Sometimes this happens because the child has ADHD, anxiety, social challenges, or a learning disability. But other times, kids without a diagnosable problem still have trouble living up to their potential in school. Here are a few ways that parents can encourage their kids to put in more effort at school. If you have a child who's struggling in school and doesn't seem to be motivated to make an effort, the first thing you'll want to do is explore whether there is some obstacle getting in their way. Learning issues, social challenges, attention, or emotional problems can all cause kids to disengage academically. But not all kids who are underperforming in school, clearly not living up to their potential, have a diagnosable problem. And there are a number of things that parents can do to help motivate their kids to try harder. First, get involved. As a parent, your presence in the academic life of your child is crucial to their commitment to work. Do homework with them and let them know that you're available to answer their questions. Get in the habit of asking them about what they learned in school, and generally engage with them academically. By demonstrating your interest in your child's school life, you're showing them that school can be exciting and interesting. This is especially effective with young kids who tend to be excited about whatever you as their parents are excited about. Teenagers can bristle if they feel that you're asking them too many questions, so make sure you're sharing the details of your day too. Conversation is always better than an interrogation. Likewise, it's important to stay involved, but to give older kids a little more space. If you're on top of your daughter all the time about homework, she might develop resistance and be less motivated to work, not to mention the strain that it will put on your relationship. Use reinforcement. Many parents are nervous about rewarding their kids for good work, and it's true that tangible rewards can turn into a slippery slope. But there are ways to use extrinsic motivation that will eventually be internalized by your child. Kids respond very well to social reinforcers, like praises, hugs, high fives, and those kinds of things. And then they start to achieve because it feels good for them. We encourage parents to use rewarding activities that would have probably occurred either way, but placing them after a set amount of time doing homework. We also recommend breaking work up in chunks and using small breaks as rewards for getting through each chunk. Reward effort rather than outcome. The message that you want to send to your kids is that you respect their hard work. Praising your child for following through when things become difficult, for making a sustained effort, for trying something that they're not sure that they can do successfully, can all help teach them the pleasure of pushing themselves. Praising for good grades that come easily can make kids feel that they shouldn't have to exert themselves. Help your child to see the big picture. For older kids who have developed an understanding of delayed gratification, sometimes simple reminders of their long-term goals can help push them. It can help many high school seniors who slack off after getting into college to remind them that they could lose their acceptance if their grades drop too much, or that they might not be prepared for college courses. Linking school up with their long-term goals can make the work feel more personally fulfilling. Let them make mistakes. No one can get A's on every test or perfect scores on every assignment. While kids need encouragement, and it's healthy to push them to try their best, know that setbacks are natural. Sometimes, the only way that kids learn how to properly prepare for school is by finding out what happens when they're unprepared. Don't be afraid to get outside help. One way to take a little tension away from your relationship with your child is by finding an older student, either at their school or a nearby college, to help them out with their work. Most will charge pretty low rates, and the fact that they're closer to your child's age may make it more likely that they'll listen to what they say. Make the teacher your ally. Another one of the most important things you can do for your child is to work with their teacher. The teacher might have additional insight about how to motivate your child or what they might be struggling with. Likewise, you can share any strategies or information that you have. Get support for yourself. It can be just as frustrating to watch your child withdraw from school as it can be difficult for the kid himself to focus. Some parents say that they feel judged as a parent for having a child who struggles in school. Some schools have support groups for parents of kids who are less motivated, and if your child's school doesn't, look into setting one up. It can be comforting to hear that you're not alone, and it's helpful to hear people who have gone ahead of you talk about how to navigate the school system, find a therapist, and talk to teachers. It's also important to keep your goals in perspective. Your child may not become a star student. Make sure to focus on the effort that they put in and the commitment that they show instead of the outcome. If you expect perfect achievement from a child who struggles in school, you'll drive yourself crazy. The Child Mind Institute Family Resource Center has hundreds of articles and guides to help you support children who are struggling with mental health, behavior, or learning challenges. Find the link in the description below. I'm Dr. Laura Phillips, a clinical neuropsychologist at the Child Mind Institute. If you find this video useful, please like and subscribe to the channel below.